You would recall that I was appointed as head of service by our suspended governor, Governor Siminalayi Fubara, Grand Service of Rivers State. Let me also use this opportunity to appreciate him for giving me the opportunity to serve as head of service. With loads of misinformation on print and electronic media, I've chosen to put the records straight. I was not sacked. Neither was I pressured to resign. I did so willingly from the depth of my heart. I want to use this medium to thank Mr. President for a swift intervention in Rivers State crisis, especially on the declaration of the state of emergency that was declared and assented to by our National Assembly. You will recall that when the governor was suspended, as head of service, I was the next in command, so I'm not speaking as an outsider or as a novice. I'm speaking as an insider and as someone that has much information. If not for the intervention of Mr. President, Nigeria would have faced the worst economic sabotage and Rivers State would have been in flames, and by extension, other neighboring states, because of the level of insider destruction that I saw. I want to advise some key stakeholders who have condemned the state of emergency made by the President and confirmed by the National Assembly to retract their statements. They are speaking from points of ignorance. I also understand that they are only seeing the surface. Yes. If they had knowledge, they will even be commending Mr. President even openly. If the President did not take proactive steps, no one knows who would have been affected by the sinister plans that we are cooking. While I thank Mr. President for the state of emergency that was declared in Rivers State for a period of 6 months, I will plead with him not to give up on Rivers State affairs because a lot is going on there with Governor Fubara. One of the factors that got me removed was when Governor Fubara told me that they will use the judge to decide who will become the next president of Nigeria. And I asked him, how will that work? Is it by votes or by what means? I'm still worried. I'm still worried. He clearly told me that he is the chief security officer of Rivers State and his brother is in charge of Bayelsa State. And all the pipelines are under their care, that at the appropriate time, they will tell the boys what to do, and fund was not an issue at all. State to be the David that will bring down the Goliath of Rivers State, that he has the backing of the cream de la cream in the state, the likes of our former governor, Dr. Peter Odele, and family promised to use their contacts in the judiciary, including some members of the University Council, to break new grounds for him. The plan was to start from just-speaking areas to destroy oil facilities, to remove attention from the job and make it have a statewide look. The Goni, Oyibo, Ahoda areas were to be bombed first before the Johnsons. This would have brought down the government of President Tinubu and usher in a new president from the coalition of political parties with a vice president, possibly himself. Mr. President, sir, you have just protected democracy and humanity in Rivers State. You are our hero in Rivers State. Thank you, sir. I can now sleep, having cleared my conscience.
This Bola Tinubu administration has literally turned Nigeria into a crime state. Literally, it has turned Nigeria into a crime scene. This Bola Tinubu administration. We've just watched a script played out in our open of what they are planning to do with this APC government. And you can see the strategy in this script. This man was the former head of service, Rivers State. what is recounted here is in actual difference to what his wife said in the interview, that when same channels interviewed her, and she said that they tried to coerce the man refused to do what they wanted him to do, and he resigned. And next day, a friend called him to go to Abuja so that they can iron things out. He got to Abuja and then this script came out. And if you listen to it clearly, you will see exactly how he detailed things. I only took a snapshot of some of the areas where I thought they might be thought provoking, but for you and I, who are going to be the ones to watch this script play out, it just makes more sense for me to have a conversation with you. And remember, this is about you and I. This is about River State people. This is about Nigerians. But this is also about the furtherance of one man's ambition for a second term. That's Bola Tinubu. They talked about a whole lot in this. This is just 4 minutes video I just did for you guys, right? It talked about a whole lot. But before we go into dissecting exactly what he said, I want to know in the comment section, do you agree with what his analysis of these few bits and pieces of the clips that I took? You know, right? Do you agree with it? And also, if you're meeting this content for the first time, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you've been following us and you're not yet subscribed, please do so. But let's get back into the crux of the matter. The allegations that this man made here, first of all, he talked about a whole lot of crimes that Fubara might have committed. But he also then tied in a few other people into this. He talks about how Fubara and possibly the governor of the Bayelsa state have sinister plan to destroy pipelines to frustrate Tinubu's government. That's what he said, but there are no evidences to show that. Secondly, he talked about money is given to something that he doesn't know what it's for, but how much it is as well. And he said these monies were given to militants. That's another part. The other part was that he mentioned that Fubara's plan also included the former governor of Bauchi State, Bala Mohammed, who is also a fierce critic of Bola Tinubu. And another comment, another allegation he made as well is about Fubara helping to unseat President Tinubu and give power to the coalition, the supposed coalition being formed by the SDP, Atiku Abubakar, El Rufai. So we're looking at the people they're going to be coming from. They should just giving us a script of what they're playing. And then River State is a test case. Remember, there have been news reports of Governor of Bayelsa talking about they would not allow anybody coming to their state to cause chaos. Remember, I said that. And if you cast your mind back about Wike saying that he would come for states that will come for him to cause chaos, you can now start to marry 2 and 2 to become 4, right? Do you see the point I'm trying to make? So I'm asking you now, what do you think? I haven't watched it. What do you think? I haven't watched this. What do you really think? Really, because this entire tape is packed full with praises of Bola Tinubu. It's packed full with praises to say thank you for declaring a state of emergency. Thank you for saving democracy. The same Bola Tinubu, whom everyone has been condemning for destroying democracy in Nigeria, is the same person they're using to actually now use to take to the Supreme Court. See what he was planning before. See what we botched. This is what we destroyed. His plans to cause chaos in Nigeria. So we stopped it at the right time. And we got somebody who is the head of services who should know a lot more about their sinister plan. I'm talking about Fubara and his associate. If you ever doubt that Bola Tinubu has turned Nigeria into a crime state, this video should change your mind. The person that actually coined the word that Nigeria has become a crime scene, this is a video to confirm it. There's nothing that suggests to anybody watching this that to say that this man was not written, this script was not written for this man. And possibly they might have threatened his wife, his family members, and he has no choice but just to do what they've been coerced. Because there's a video outside already showing when they're telling him, read it, read it, read it, read it. So they were guiding him what to say. And here you are watching the same script and guiding him on how to say what he needed to say. So if we are in doubt about the calamity or the calamities that is befalling Nigeria, coming to Nigeria soon, this video should be telling us that. See what INEC sold Nigeria. See the destruction INEC has given Nigeria. I did a video about the ambition of Bola Tinubu and the destruction that follows it. I say, go and check it out. But above all, I want to ask you, what do you make of this? I don't know if you agree with my analysis, but strategically thinking and speaking, I see the hands of the APC all over this. I see the hands of Wike all of this. I see the machinations and of this man playing a script in the Bola Tinubu's 2027 movie of having a second time as a president in Nigeria. This entire thing reeks with corruption and crime all over it. Again, just in case you're wondering if I am a supporter of Fubara, no, I am not. I'm still of the opinion that Fubara got in there not by the will of the people, but by Wike's will. And by Wike's will, they want to take him out. So I'm not a supporter of, but we look at the Nigerian system and see what has brought us this far. I've said this before. I was a kid when Abacha died. I see how Nigerians rejoiced. But before he died, I realized, I saw how oppressed, how people could not open their mouth. This government has become even worse than the military government. They've used all state apparatus to clamp down on people. It mentioned content creators, people they will use to foment trouble. Can you see all the people he's coming for? So don't keep quiet. Like I said, when you keep quiet, you will be next. This destruction of Bola Tinubu on Nigeria, by the time it's done, first of all, this our Nigerian constitution would have to be remodeled and rewritten all over again. Because by the time Bola Tinubu is done, the Supreme Court, the judiciary would have destroyed the constitution. The legislature would have destroyed the Nigerian legislature. These are Papio's National Assembly. Oh God. What has befallen Nigeria with APC in government? By the time they're done, it will take us another 60 years to come out of it. And I pray that's not the case. But this crime that this government is committing right in for us, listen, they're coming for River State. He said, and surrounding states. So if you hear the undertone of what they're saying, then you will know what is coming from. Any PDP government and governor who is speaking up against this government, they're going to orchestrate another disaster in your state, and they'll seize over your state. And I said this before, by the time this sole administrator is done, they would have been able to do a lot of damage, such that they would just give the legislature and say, go and impeach him. These are the things that we found that this man has done. Go and impeach him. So all these sole administrators come to do is to come and look for dirt. Get Fubara out of the way, go look for dirt, and eventually gives that dirt to the legislatures to say, these are the things we found, impeach him. By the time they're done impeaching Fubara, Martin Amoele will then be the governor of Rivers State. It's as simple as that. You can see the script, and then Rivers State will then be given to Tinubu. They've done the same thing already in Edo State. They're only just waiting for the result to be announced by the election tribunal. And they're coming for, because they know they are going to struggle with votes in the north. So they have to seize all over the south, southwest, and southeast. They need to seize those areas just to make sure that they can win elections come 2027. So they're not playing a small game. So we should not be sitting right back and thinking that they're going to be fair. They're not going to be fair. So wake up. So I've asked this question earlier. What do you think? Do you agree with my analysis? I mean, that's just me thinking out. What do you think about this man's press conference? And do you think Wike and Bola Tinubu have a hand in this? Do you think this is a machination of APC? Put it in the comment section. Let's have a chat dialogue there. And let all of us contribute. As we've been doing in the other videos, let's have a dialogue. As always, if you're meeting these contents for the first time, like, share, and subscribe. If also you've been following us and you've not yet subscribed, please do so. But as I said before, this is an APC crime happening already. And I think this man is actually under serious duress. I'll catch you up in the next video. God bless you. Bye-bye for now.